Making up is a good idea.
You're a class act. I think that's so classy. I love the gratitude and I love that. I want to talk about how you decided this idea.
I was going to say one thing. My mum, I think you said you admired earlier.
She was tough on him. She made you walk.
Yeah,
she dropped you off a few miles from home and made you walk home when you were 4, right?
So when I was 7, 8, 9 years old, if I ever said anything ill about anybody, she would send me to the mirror and she'd make me stand in front of the mirror for 10 minutes. And I didn't like looking at myself for 10 minutes. It's not very pleasant. And basically, you know, she was trying to say to me, look, this reflects incredibly badly on you, the fact that you should think ill about somebody. And so if I ever get people gossiping about somebody, I'll either walk away, you know, or defend the person. Because I think, you know, most people have got, you know, if you look at the best in people, you'll find that 99.9% of people are fantastic, and you know, everybody's got their faults, but it's not worth seeking out those faults.
True, we all have our great assumptions. Let's talk about how you decided if this idea is worth it. You've invested in Hyperloop One. It's a pod-based transportation system, and it could change eventually the way everybody moves around. Could you view Hyperloop?
Going to Devon for the first time was seeing just unbridled opportunity. You saw the desert completely bare. You saw in your head, in your mind's eye, what you're going to put there. I felt really confident because I have a tremendous confidence in the people that I work with and the people on the team that I help build.
You've got teams from mechanical design, teams from computer engineering, and people who've worked on massive motor systems, massive rocket ships, and aerospace, aerodynamics engineering.
This thing that started out as a sketch and an idea and then live on this computer is now real, and it's welded and it's bolted and you put your hands on it, and then we actually assemble all the parts onto it and send it out to site, and you flip the power switch and it just comes to life. That's really the engineering dream, to get to see that whole process through.
Broke all Hyperloop speed limits. To think that you did all this in 10 months, you proved to the whole world that you can build safely, quickly, efficiently, and prove the technology works. This is just the beginning.
This company, like others in the Virgin family, has insatiable curiosity and the grit to get it done.
I can't wait to see what we do next as a team.
Khi tới qua đi
The
quay
reason
mòn thấy
I wanted to show this video is because it's an incredibly exciting technology, but it is not an easy business. There are public policy concerns. There are incredibly advanced, expensive technology, but yet you just jump right on in there. Why?
Yeah, look, it's interesting in life. You start, you know, with a very small business, and then you realize that you can strive for something a bit bigger, and then a bit bigger, and then a bit bigger, and then ultimately you realize the sky's not the limit, and that we'll come on to that later. But with the Hyperloop One technology goes back quite a way. I mean, most people here won't be old enough to remember those tubes in some shops where the things were shot up using magnetic force around the shop when people paid their money. So, you know, we've got these wonderful engineers who felt that they could develop a system that where people could travel between 500 and 1,000 miles an hour. And I just came from India yesterday, where we're going to hopefully be doing one of our first routes between Mumbai and Pune. Here in Dubai, we're talking about there's a new airport going to be built the opposite side of the city to the current airport. If we can whisk people through a tunnel to the new airport in 10 minutes or 5 minutes, we and then these pods can take them straight to their gate, so they don't have to go through customs again or worry about luggage again. The pods just take them straight to their gate, they get out, they go straight on the plane, and we can have a pod, going to every gate. And that's the kind of exciting thing that we're talking about with Hyperloop.
So your threshold for challenges has to be higher and higher with each successive deal.
It doesn't have to be, but I think that, again, next year's our 50th anniversary of the Virgin, and you learn that, if you can do one thing well, you can do anything. And sometimes actually, having a big step is possible, and as long as you feel that what you're doing is unique and special.
Fantastic. Well, let's talk about the next big step, which is Virgin Galactic. I was just looking at a Morgan Stanley report. They expect your stock to go up 700% because you're going to have a monopoly, possibly, on space tourism. We have a quick video we'd like to do for you to show everyone what all the fuss is about. Let's do Virgin.
The exploration of space will go ahead. And it is one of the great inventions of all time.
Humans have managed to learn so much about the universe in such a relatively small time frame compared with the life of the universe. That was always very incredible to me.
Lower the barrier to getting into work so that businesses and entrepreneurs, universities and countries can bring capabilities into space that help us here.
As a species, we've travelled around our planet at the same speed for the last 50 to 60 years. And Spaceship 2 is the first space plane that on a regular basis flies humans faster than 3 times the speed of sound.
By bringing hundreds and eventually thousands of people into space, they'll get a different perspective on life and on our future. That will have a profound impact on how humanity faces its toughest problems.
Together, we can make space accessible in a way that's only been dreamt of before now. And by doing that, we can truly bring positive change to life on Earth.
I'd love to go into space. I think there'd be nothing nicer. So if you're building a spacecraft, I'd love to come with you on it.
I love that soundbite. I think that just sums up exactly who you are. You just jump in and do it. So you're very close to your first commercial space flight. Are you going to be on board?
Of course.
When is it going to take place?
What's that?
When will it happen?
So we've had an extraordinary year. We've put 5 of our test pilots into space over the last few months. And actually we're the first space line to put astronauts into space since 2009 from American soil. And so next year I plan to go up and we'll then start taking the many people who've actually already paid to go into space out. And if it goes as well as we expect, then we'll build more and more spaceships, and one day I suspect quite a few people in this room, will be able to afford going to space.
Absolutely. Right now, something exciting.
How many of you would like to go into space? A lot of people.
So right now, it's $250,000 a seat, and there's a long queue. And air travel was the same. when it started. It was expensive, only a few people could afford it, but then eventually it did become more affordable and accessible for most people. How long until we're there in space?
Well, yeah, so commercial airline travel in the 1920s was about the same price as what we're equivalent of what we're charging now to go to space, and over the years it's come right down. So most people, well, many people can afford to travel on aeroplanes now. And I think the same will happen with commercial space travel. It won't come down as low, but it'll come down to a level that I do really think most people in this room are running their own businesses one day will be able to afford to go.
7 tiếng rưỡi.
All this is everything sells space with you. What's happening? I'm going to put you on the spot, and we're going to do a quick fire round of questions. So, all of the different countries here submitted questions. We selected 10, and you have 10 seconds or less to answer each question.
Where do I see the questions?
Well, they'll be behind us here, but hopefully you'll be able to hear. Okay, so we'll look at them here on the screen. So, first question is from Thailand. What is the key to being a successful entrepreneur?
I think being a good motivator of people, getting a great team of people around you who believe in what you're doing, praising, not criticizing, and enjoying what you're doing, I think, and making sure all the people who work for you enjoy what they're doing as well.
I love your focus on well-being employees. That's fantastic. Next question is from Japan. What is the biggest mistake or failure you have ever experienced, and how did you cope with it?
I've had lots of things that haven't worked out. I would say we tried taking on Coca-Cola once. We thought that Virgin could become the #1 brand in the world. The product exploded, everything looked fantastic, and then Coke had bigger guns than us, and they arrived in the UK with hit teams and money, and all our Virgin Cola disappeared from the shelves. So we bowed out gracefully and moved on to other things.
Indonesia, how do you manage stress when starting a new business, and how do you overcome the challenges?
I think the key for all of us is to find time for ourselves. If you can keep fit and healthy, you can get rid of stress. If you don't look after your body, if you don't keep fit and healthy, stress can get you down. And so it may take an hour and a half, 2 hours a day to look after yourself, but you just got to find that time. And you'll miraculously find that you won't get stressed, however hard you're working. And I find fun ways of getting healthy. I kite surf, I play a lot of tennis, go for bike rides. So find fun ways of trying to keep yourself healthy.
Very good advice. There's so many advice to put that on your back. From Singapore, have you ever thought about passing your business on to your children?
I would love my kids to oversee Virgin one day, because I think having your family, having a figurehead in businesses is good. But most of the money that we make from Virgin is spent on good causes. This morning we were at the Virgin Mega Store where we launched a project to help sell products from refugees and refugee camps. And my kids, their main interest is running our foundation and reinvesting the money in a positive way. So, I don't feel any need for my kids to get enormously wealthy on the back of Virgin, and nor do they. But for them to be developing Virgin in a really positive way is great.
Okay, next question is from Australia, New Zealand. What is your most powerful daily habit?
I'm afraid I'm going to answer the same question as before. It's just finding the time to get fit, and then and that's something that I do every day. I mean, I think if I'm having a meeting with people, I'll always have a notebook. I'll always write down the key points that come